What we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge. This is Exposé coming to you live from Lagos, Nigeria, every Monday on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook simultaneously. I'm the regular host, Tony Akinyemi. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education, because the best prescription is knowledge.
In a world swelling with chaos, where the ground seems to shift beneath our feet, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. But amidst the turmoil, there's a beacon of strength, a path to a brighter tomorrow. This year, the 5F conference is back, bigger and better. Join us from Friday, October 4 to Sunday, October 6 for 3 days of transformative power. Experience inspiring sessions with renowned speakers like Reverend Tony Akinyemi, Reverend Hakeem Ogunira, Sawole Abayomi, and Reverend Bayo Asolo. Don't miss out on this life-changing event. Register now at 5fconference.tsfchurch.com and be part of something extraordinary. Are you ready to experience the supernatural?
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why many of us are afraid and we think these afflictions, these things will kill us, is because most of the times we are watching our lives live. That sounds like a paradox. Let me explain what I'm saying. When God told Abraham, slaughter your boy, offer him for me, it was real time to Abraham. But to God, he already knew it was a test.
Join us for a life-changing encounter on Sunday, September 8, 2024. Our special Sunday service themed Working in God's Glory.
Because when we see the word glory in the Bible, people quote the one in Isaiah. When they say, God will not share his glory with anybody. Now, when God showed me this revelation I'm about to share with you, I changed my mind from singing that song, because God wants to share his glory with you.
Will be a moment of divine revelation and transformation. Ministering is the renowned Reverend Sam Ora. Time is 8:30 a.m. Venue is TSF Worshiptorium. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity to experience the glory of God. Come expectant.
Hello and welcome to Exposé with Tony Akinyemi today, brought to you by TSF, the Shepherd's Flock International Church. We are talking your food and your health. And we're looking at different food items and the health benefits that they confer. We have looked at different types of seeds and some grains, and we have seen how beneficial they can be. Today, we want to talk about another important item that we normally use as an ingredient in our culinary arts, and that is onions. Many people don't realize how important onions can be. Onions belong to the group allium vegetables. Allium vegetables. And that includes things like garlic, like leek, and what have you. Now, onions are called allium cepa. That's the botanical name. And they belong to the lily family, the same family as garlic, as leeks, chives, scallions, shallots, and what have you. And there are many different varieties of onions, by the way. We have red onions, yellow onions, white onions, green onions, and each of these different colors have their own unique flavor, and some of the flavors can range from very strong to mildly sweet. Okay, now onion and other allium vegetables are characterized by their rich content of thiosulfonates, sulfites, sulfoxides, and other odoriferous sulfur compounds. And that's what gives them their unique smell. Okay, then the cysteine sulfoxides are primarily responsible for the onion flavor, and they produce the eye irritating compounds when you are cutting or chopping your onions. Some people now grow onions in such a way as to eliminate that compound, such that when you cut the onions, they don't irritate your eyes. Again, now you might think that's a benefit, but as far as I'm concerned, that is the benefit of onions minus one. Okay, I think we should leave things, particularly the foods God has given to us, the way God made them, without tinkering with them, without tampering with them. All right. So onions are very important additions to our meals, and I think onions are used almost everywhere around the world. One of the things that I normally recommend onions for are those who are dealing with HIV infection. Those who are HIV positive, I tell them to consume as many raw onions as possible every single day in different ways and different forms. They can blend it into their smoothie. They can chop onions and add it to their vegetable salads. They can chop onions and add it to their meals, rice meals, beans meals, different kinds of meals that we eat. Quinoa, that I talked about last week, after preparing it and serving it on the dining table, you can just chop onions and just spread it on top of the food and mix it in. Mix it into your mashed beans, mix it into your rice, mix it into quinoa, your grains, and eat it like that. You know what it does for HIV patients? Onions helps to raise their CD4 count. CD4 is the measurement of some immune factors. Those who are infected with the HIV virus, their CD4 count begins to drop and drop and drop. So they become immunocompromised over time. Once the CD4 count drops below 500, it's getting dangerous. But as they consume a lot of onions, I've seen it in a couple of HIV positive people. As they consume a lot of onions every day, as many bulbs as possible, I see their CD4 count rising. So it doesn't eliminate the HIV virus, but it does not allow the virus to depress your CD4 count, to depress your immunity. It continues to elevate your CD4 count, bolster your immunity so that your immune system is able to contend favorably with the virus. So the virus doesn't overrun or overwhelm the body. That's free of charge. Anyway, onion is not a drug, it's a food item. And so we eat it every day. I'm just telling you how to incorporate it into your diet if you're HIV positive, and eat more of it to support your CD4 count. Now, according to Winston Craig, who holds a master's degree in public health, who holds a PhD degree, who is a registered dietitian, he says onions possess the following health benefits. Number one, the thiosulfonates in onions exhibit antimicrobial properties. In other words, onion is effective against many bacteria, many different types of bacteria, including Bacillus subtilis, including Salmonella, including E. coli, and others for that matter. Onion is not as potent as garlic, okay, as an antimicrobial agent. You know, since the sulfur compound in onion is only about 1/4 that which is found in garlic. Garlic has a stronger amount of sulfur present, and that is what gives garlic a stronger antimicrobial action. Okay, now, Winston Craig also says early American settlers used wild onions to treat conditions like colds, coughs, asthma, and even to repel insects. And then in Chinese medicine, onions have been used to treat angina pectoris. That is a kind of pain in the heart arising from poor blood circulation to the heart. So the heart is deprived of nutrients, the heart is deprived of oxygen, and so the heart begins to cry out, I'm starving here, I'm starving here. So there is pain arising from the heart, which is called angina pain or angina pectoris. So in Chinese medicine, onions have been used to treat angina, to treat coughs, to treat bacterial infections, and breathing problems. Winston Craig also claims that the World Health Organization supports the use of onions for the treatment of poor appetite and to prevent atherosclerosis. Now, in addition, onion extracts are recognized by the WHO for providing relief in the treatment of coughs, colds, asthma, and bronchitis. Onions are known to decrease bronchial spasms. An onion extract was found to decrease allergy-induced bronchial constriction in asthma patients. So onions are a very rich source of, a kind of saccharides that is called fructooligosaccharides. Now, these oligomers stimulate the growth of healthy bifidobacteria, friendly bacteria, and they suppress the growth of potentially harmful bacteria, particularly in the colon, in the large intestine. In addition, they can reduce the risk of tumors developing in the colon. So you can see that onions can also help in mitigating or in preventing the development of colon cancer. Now, onions contain a number of sulfides similar to those found in garlic, which may lower blood lipids as well as blood pressure. Now, in Asia, particularly in India, communities that never consumed onions or garlic had blood cholesterol and triglyceride levels substantially higher, and blood clotting times, the time it takes for their blood to clot shorter than the communities that ate, liberal amounts of garlic and onions, according to the work of Winston Craig. Winston Craig. I mean to say Craig. Winston Craig. Okay. He says onions are a rich source of flavonoids, substances known to provide protection against cardiovascular disease. Onions are also natural anti-clotting agents for those who suffer blood clots, since they possess substances with fibrinolytic activity, and they can suppress platelet clumping, platelets, gumming together to form blood clots. The anti-clotting effect of onions closely correlates with their sulfur content. Now, studies in Greece have also shown a high consumption of onions, garlic, and other allium herbs to be protective against stomach cancer, cancer of the stomach. Okay, now, in China, Chinese with the highest intake of onions, garlic, and other allium vegetables are said to have a risk, of stomach cancer that is 40% less than those who don't take as much onions in their diet. Now, in Germany and other, Dutch countries, it is said that elderly Dutch men and women with the highest onion consumption, who take at least half an onion per day, half a bulb of onion per day, that they had 1/2 the level of stomach cancer compared with those who are consuming no onions at all. So you can see how wonderful onions can be and how you need to be encouraged to continue to eat more and more of onions. Now, Western yellow, New York bold, and Northern red onions have the richest concentration of flavonoids and phenolics, and these provide them with the greatest antioxidant and anti-proliferative activity of 10 different types of onions that were tested. Now, the mild-tasting Western white onion and Vidalia onions had the lowest antioxidant content and lowest anti-proliferative activity. Now, the consumer trend to increasingly purchase the less pungent, the milder onion varieties may not be the best, since the onions with a stronger flavor and higher astringency appear to have superior health-promoting properties. That's why I said, when farmers and scientists begin to grow onions that will no longer pepper your eyes when you are cutting them, as it were, they are actually diminishing the health benefits of the onion by tinkering with the constitution of the onion. All right. Consuming large quantities of onions can lead to, if you take them particularly raw, alone, it can lead to stomach distress and gastrointestinal irritation that may result in some form of, nausea and diarrhea. There are no known interactions with drugs, onions and drugs, except that onions can potentially, potentiate the action of anticoagulants. Okay, so when you're taking onions, don't take it alone. Some people will juice onion and drink onion juice alone. Well, I don't know about that. Sometimes I blend a bulb of onion into my smoothie. So there are other things there. There is banana there, there's avocado there, there's tiger nut milk, and I throw in an onion there and blend everything together. I don't take onion alone on an empty stomach. Now, onions and other allium species are highly valued herbs. They possess culinary and medicinal value, and some of their beneficial properties are normally seen after long-term usage. They are not things that, you take it today and then you begin to see the benefits in the next 4 hours. Or as they normally say in various adverts, particularly here in Nigeria, if symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Onions don't act within 3 days. You have to continue to eat it again and again. So those who are using onion, potentially for therapeutic application or prophylactic application, I encourage you to stick to it and just keep doing it correctly and doing it long term, particularly HIV positive patients. That's when you derive the benefit. We're going to go on a short break. When we come back, we're going to take another very wonderful fruit that many of you will love to hear about. I'll be back very shortly.
Are you ready to experience the supernatural?
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why many of us are afraid and we think these afflictions, these things will kill us, is because most of the time we are watching our lives life. That sounds like a paradox. Let me explain what I'm saying. When God told Abraham, slaughter your boy, offer him for me, it was real time to Abraham. But to God, he already knew it was a test.
Join us for a life-changing encounter on Sunday, September 8, 2024. Our special Sunday service themed Working in God's Glory.
Because when we see the word glory in the Bible, people quote the one in Isaiah. When say, God will not share his glory with anybody. Now, when God showed me this revelation I'm about to share with you, I changed my mind from singing that song because God wants to share his glory with you.
Will be a moment of divine revelation and transformation. Ministering is the renowned Reverend Sam Ora. Time is 8:30 a.m. Venue is TSF Worshiptorium. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity to experience the glory of God. Come expectant. In a world swelling with chaos, where the ground seems to shift beneath our feet, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. But amidst the turmoil, there's a beacon of strength, a path to a brighter tomorrow. This year, the 5F Conference is back, bigger and better. Join us from Friday, October 4 to Sunday, October 6 for 3 days of transformative power. Experience inspiring sessions with renowned speakers like Reverend Tony Akinyemi, Reverend Hakeem Ogunira, Wale Abayomi, and Reverend Bayo Asolo. Don't miss out on this life-changing event. Register now at 5fconference.tsfchurch.com and be part of something extraordinary.
Welcome back. This is still Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, brought to you by TSF, the Shepherd's Flock International Church. Our headquarters is in Ikeja, Lagos State, in Nigeria, West Africa. And we have parishes in Nigeria, many states in Nigeria, in the United Kingdom, in Sweden, and we have our brethren scattered all over the world, in North America, in Africa, and many other parts of the world, in Australia, and what have you. We're going to go on to the second part of today's episode. We're talking about your food and your health. And in the first half, we discussed onions. In this second half, we'll be talking about avocados. I promised you will love to hear about it. Avocados happen to be one of my best fruits. Right from when I was a young boy in Ghana, in West Africa, I used to love avocados, avocado pear. Okay, I was born in Ghana, and I didn't come to Nigeria until I was 8.5 years old. My parents, of course, are Nigerians from Osun State in southwestern Nigeria. But I was born in Ghana, and when I was growing up in Ghana, I enjoyed a lot of avocados in Ghana. So when I came to Nigeria, I continued. And I've lived in Nigeria now for quite a while. I've lived in Nigeria now for 50, how many years now? 55 years in Nigeria. Already you can calculate my age by that. Anyway, let's go on. Avocados. Avocados are nutrient dense, very nutrient dense. They are also low in sugar, they are high in fiber, and they are salt-free. But I see many people eating the avocado and sprinkling salt on it before they eat it. Well, I don't do that, and I don't encourage it. Just eat your avocado without adding salt to it. Avocado contains, per 100 grams of avocado, you will find 11% of the recommended daily allowance of vitamin A, 11% of the recommended daily allowance of thiamine, 19% of the recommended daily allowance of riboflavin, 21% of the recommended daily allowance of niacin. By the way, all these are B vitamins, very wonderful B vitamins. Niacin, for example, is vitamin B3. Then 100 grams of avocado contains 42% of vitamin C, the recommended daily allowance of vitamin C, 42% of it, and 13% of the recommended daily allowance of the mineral magnesium, just to name a few. Avocados are high also in antioxidant power. Avocados contain 17.7 milligrams of glutathione per 100 grams of avocado. So if you need a lot of glutathione, glutathione supplements incidentally are becoming very expensive nowadays. And some glutathione supplements, when taken, are not even readily bioavailable by the body. But when you eat avocados, they give you the precursor, the building blocks, the ingredients that your body needs to cook its own glutathione, to synthesize its own glutathione. So when you eat 100 grams of avocado pear, you get 17.7 milligrams of glutathione from that. This is more than 3 times the amount that you can find in any other fruit. Glutathione is a powerful antioxidant, one of the super antioxidants that the human body actually synthesizes by itself. But like I have always said, as we get older, the synthesis of glutathione declines. So we need to really augment. We need to supply the body with more and more precursors that will help the body to produce glutathione. Now, increasing the body's production of glutathione inhibits the progression of the aging process. It slows down the aging process. That's why I said our food can serve geriatric purposes. So you can see that avocado is actually an anti-aging food because of its glutathione production that it helps the body to make. Now, old cells in the body contain 20% to 30% less glutathione compared to younger cells in the body. So when new cells are produced in the body, they have more glutathione in them. The cells that are old and about to die by apoptosis, they have 20 to 30% less glutathione in them. Apart from the antioxidant power of avocado pear and the nutrient density that it possesses, avocados contain also oleic acid. It contains oleic acid, which is a monosaturated fat that can actually help to lower cholesterol in the body. Some people are afraid of eating avocado because they say it's going to elevate their cholesterol level. They say, my cholesterol is high, I should not eat avocado. Avocado actually helps to lower your cholesterol because of the oleic acid that is present in it. Eating 100 grams of avocado will give you about 6.7 grams of dietary fiber as well. And fiber helps to bind to cholesterol in the digestive tract and flush it out. Fiber also helps to halt constipation. Fiber can also help diabetics by controlling, the rate at which sugar, glucose, is absorbed into the bloodstream. And it also reduces insulin spikes. Now, again, 100 grams of avocado contains 10 milligrams of vitamin C. And vitamin C is also an amazing antioxidant. It's also an antiviral agent as well as an antibacterial agent, a kind of antibiotic. Many people use high-dose intravenous vitamin C to deal with viral infections. And avocado contains vitamin C that can serve that purpose. Avocado is also a very brilliant food to eat for the skin. It makes your skin to glow, to shine properly. It also assists in building collagen as well as elastin in the body. And this keeps our skin looking radiant all the time. Avocado is also a good source of minerals, like potassium, which is a mineral that actually helps in regulating blood pressure. Adequate intake of potassium can help to guard against circulatory diseases like high blood pressure, like heart disease, like stroke. 1 cup of avocado pear is said to have approximately 23% of the daily value of folate, otherwise known as folic acid, that we need. Folate is a nutrient that is very important also for heart health and for our cells generally. A particular study actually showed that individuals who consume folate-rich diets actually have a much lower risk of cardiovascular disease or stroke than those who do not consume much of folate in their diets. Now, avocado pear, that is, also help in maintaining a healthy weight for those who are concerned about their weight. Again, because avocado is essentially fat, many people think also that it's going to make them fat. That's not really correct. Avocado is actually good in maintaining a healthy weight. You see, the body needs fat because they are vital for good health. In fact, many of the nutrients in our body are fat soluble. There has to be some fat in your diet for those nutrients to be absorbed by your body. And avocados contain fat. But 60% of the fat in avocado pear is monounsaturated fat. 20% is polyunsaturated fat. And only 20% is actually saturated fat. You see, fats are divided into 2 broad categories. You have saturated fats and unsaturated fat. Now, saturated fat has different types also. We have short chain, medium chain, long chain saturated fats. So 3 types of saturated fats. And then unsaturated fats. You have monounsaturated fats and you have polyunsaturated fats. Of course, mono means one, poly means many. All right. Now, avocado pear contains, a lot of unsaturated fat. 80% of the fat in avocado pear is unsaturated. Only 20% is saturated. Now, a 100-gram serving of avocado pear contains 9.8 grams of the beneficial monounsaturated fat. So, how do you use avocado? Actually, I normally suggest to people that you can substitute your butter with avocado. You can just put avocado and, mash it, and it becomes butter-like. And you can actually spread that mashed avocado on your whole grain bread, for example. Now, for me, margarine is a no for those who are health conscious. Don't even touch margarine if you are health conscious and you want to keep it that way. Okay? You can use organic unsalted butter is good, is healthy. Organic unsalted butter. But I'm saying that avocado can actually be a better option, even better than butter. They are excellent for our skin, avocado. So when you eat about 190 grams of avocado every day, that also gives you about 3.09 milligrams of vitamin E. And vitamin E is another very wonderful antioxidant that we need in our bodies. Now, again, it is said that 100 grams of avocado contains, about, like I mentioned before, I think about 10 milligrams, 10 milligrams of vitamin C. And vitamin C, as we all know, is an amazing antioxidant. It's an antiviral agent, antibiotic agent. It's also brilliant for the skin and what have you. Now, potassium is another mineral we find in avocado pear, which is good for cardiovascular health and all of that. Now, I've also said that avocado helps in maintaining a healthy weight. It's good for our skin. It gives us very rich source of vitamin E. Avocado also has liver protective properties. Vitamin K is an antioxidant, and it helps protect the liver from free radical damage. It may be, up to 80% as effective as vitamin E for preventing the oxidation of linoleic acid. So when you eat about 100 grams of avocado, you are getting about 21 micrograms of vitamin K. Now, according to a particular website that I visited, and I think I visited it a long time ago, really. I think that was, if I remember correctly, about the year 2010, yeah, when I checked my notes. I actually visited that website in the year 2010, in October 2010. The website is www.cancercompass.com. cancercompass.com. When I viewed that website in October 2010, I found that avocados, according to that website, have been shown to also inhibit the growth of prostate cancer. To inhibit the growth of prostate cancer. Now, research has shown that certain compounds in avocados are also able to seek out precancerous cells and even cancerous cells in oral cancer and destroy them without harming healthy cells. What about that? It's like they're able to scavenge, they're able to scan and then fish out cells that are already cancerous or those that are pre-cancerous and selectively destroy only those cells, particularly in oral cancer, cancer of the mouth, avocado pear, according to a particular research that was done. Now, according to the website of WH Foods, you can check www.whfoods.com. According to that website, avocado, like olive oil, is high in oleic acid, which has been shown to prevent breast cancer in numerous studies. Avocados have more of the carotenoid lutein that any other commonly consumed fruit has. Avocado has more. Now, lutein protects against macular degeneration, as well as cataracts in the eyes, two disabling age-related eye diseases. And that's also from the website foodnavigator.com. You can find it there. And according to WebMD, avocados are high in beta-cytosterol, a compound that has been shown to lower cholesterol levels. And in one study, 45 volunteers experienced an average drop in cholesterol of 17% after eating avocados for only 1 week. So those who think that avocado will increase their cholesterol, that's a study for you there. 45 volunteers ate avocado every day for 1 week, and in just 1 week, their cholesterol level dropped by 17%. You can find that at webmd.com/diet/features/avocado-advantage. Now, according to another website, cancer.osu.edu, which is the website of an educational institution, all right, research has found that certain nutrients are absorbed better when eaten with avocado. In one study, when participants ate a salad containing avocados, they absorbed 5 times the amount of carotenoids found in that salad. And carotenoids are a group of nutrients that include lycopene, beta-carotene, alpha-carotene, and what have you, than those who didn't include avocados. That's why when I eat my salad, if I have avocado on hand, I always cube avocado into small, small cubes, and I add a few to my vegetable salad. It actually helps for you to absorb the fat-soluble substances in your diet, particularly in your salad. Now, lutein and zeaxanthin are present in some of these things that I have mentioned, and they are very good in protecting our eyes, particularly against cataracts and age-related macular degeneration. Okay? So, they help, these substances, lutein and zeaxanthin, they help to counteract the effects of the sun as well as oxidative stress on the interior of our eyes, as well as a treatment for people who have already been diagnosed with macular degeneration. They call it ARMD, age-related macular degeneration. I've mentioned this quite a number of times in previous episodes. It is one of the leading causes of vision loss, particularly in elderly people all over the world. As we get older, the macula, the back of the eyes, begins to degenerate, and it begins to affect the quality of vision. So when you eat foods that are high in lutein, in zeaxanthin, particularly berries, avocado, and some of these grains and seeds that we have talked about, you derive a lot of benefits from these substances. Again, this is how far we can go today on Exposé with Tony Akinyemi. I hope the information we are providing are helping you to understand why God gave us all the different types of foods that he gave us, and why you also need to intentionally, consciously, and deliberately incorporate these food items into your diet. Don't just select a few handful of different types of food and eat that all the time. Eat a variety of all the things that God has provided, and then you will derive this variety of benefits: prophylactic benefits, therapeutic benefits, geriatric benefits, cosmetic benefits, and maybe some economic benefits as well, because then they will save you a lot of medical bills when you maintain good health for long. Thank you once again. Have a wonderful week ahead. I see you same time, same platform, next week, 8 p.m. West African time on Exposé with Tony Akinyemi, where we give you wellness information for your health improvement, for your healing, recovery, rejuvenation, and longevity to the glory of God. Don't forget, what we need is not more medication, but more education. For the best prescription is knowledge. I love you, and I pray that your week be blessed. Bye-bye.
Are you ready to experience the supernatural?
Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why many of us are afraid and we think these afflictions, these things will kill us, is because most of the times we are watching our lives life. That sounds like a paradox. Let me explain what I'm saying. When God told Abraham, slaughter your boy, offer him for me, it was real time to Abraham. But to God, he already knew it was a test.
Join us for a life-changing encounter on Sunday, September 8, 2024. Our special Sunday service themed Working in God's Glory.
Because when we see the word glory in the Bible, people quote the one in Isaiah. When they say, God will not share his glory with anybody. Now, when God showed me this revelation I'm about to share with you, I changed my mind from singing that song, because God wants to share his glory with you.
Will be a moment of divine revelation and transformation. Ministering is the renowned Reverend Sam Ora. Time is 8:30 a.m. Venue is TSF Worshiptorium. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity to experience the glory of God. Come expectant. In a world swelling with chaos, where the ground seems to shift beneath our feet, it's easy to feel lost and overwhelmed. But amidst the turmoil, there's a beacon of strength, a path to a brighter tomorrow. This year, the 5F Conference is back, bigger and better. Join us from Friday, October 4 to Sunday, October 6 for 3 days of transformative power. Experience inspiring sessions with renowned speakers like Reverend Tony Akinyemi, Reverend Hakeem Ogunira, Wale Abayomi, and Reverend Bayo Asolo. Don't miss out on this life-changing event. Register now at 5fconference.tsfchurch.com and be part of something extra.